Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Fish Keeping Made Easy, and today I'm going to give you a care guide on the cherry barb. Now, the cherry barb is one of those perfect beginner fish. It can live in a variety of parameters, it's super hardy, and it obviously looks pretty cool as well. So, let's get to learn more about the cherry barb. These fish are native to the small pools on the forest floors of Sri Lanka, and can now be found in Mexico and Colombia. Although you can find them in more or less any local fish shop, their wild populations are actually on the decline. Another good thing about cherry barbs is it's quite easy to differentiate between the males and the females. The males are the more red fish and the females are the more dull orange looking fish. This is important to know because the males are actually quite aggressive when it comes to breeding, so it is recommended that you have a ratio of at least 1 male to 2 females. Now, I would recommend if you're going to keep them in a group of 6 and to have 2 males and 4 females. This will ensure that each female isn't getting absolutely harassed, and if you don't want any of those issues with breeding, then you could just keep 6 males. So how should you set up a tank for cherry barbs? For tank size, I would recommend something in the range of 40-50 litres. Now, these guys are quite small, maxing out at only around 5 centimetres with quite a small bioload, but they are quite active and do like a little bit of space to swim around in. They do well in planted aquariums with loads of hardscape and plants, but if you don't want to do this, then they'll still do well in any other tank. Just make sure you give them little spaces that they can kind of hide in if they get a little bit nervous, as they can be quite skittish when you first add them into your aquarium. In terms of pH, they can really live in a wide range like I said before, so anything from 6 to 7.5, and the same with temperature. They can live as cold as sort of 17-18 degrees, but then all the way up to maybe 24-25 degrees. They should fit into any community tank perfectly fine, but if you are keeping them on their own, then you can keep them at sort of 22-23 degrees. Because they are a temperate fish, you can technically keep them without a heater, but I would recommend putting a heater in the tank just to keep that temperature consistent. In terms of diet, these fish will eat absolutely anything, so they'll take flakes, pellets. They're a typical omnivore barb, so whatever you've got, they'll definitely eat. In terms of tank mates, you can really keep cherry barbs with any other fish as long as they don't have long flowing fins, as they could nip at these. Ideal tank mates are other small schooling fish such as smaller tetras, smaller barbs, things like cories and plex. All these kind of things work really well with barbs. If you are interested in breeding cherry barbs, it's actually quite easy, especially if you have a well planted tank. This is due to the fact that cherry barbs are egg scatterers. The plants will provide cover for the eggs and eventually cover for the fry. Cherry barbs provide no parental care, so it's best to remove any fry that you see in the aquarium, as they'll likely be eaten by the parents. So, are cherry barbs the fish for you? If you are looking to add a little bit of colour and a little bit of activity to your aquarium, then I would definitely recommend trying a group of cherry barbs. They're hardy and they more or less have no care requirement, so I would recommend these to any fish keeper regardless of their experience. So let me know if you have any experience keeping cherry barbs, if you want to keep cherry barbs, and as always, thank you for watching. Please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.